Welcome back, everyone. Let's get back to the conversation, shall we? We've been talking about the ruling APC and its capacity to deliver on its promises. Several issues are also on the table, such as security, the economy, workers' wages, and issues of unemployment, and how this government says is going to tackle those issues. The governors of the APC will be meeting tomorrow, and at that meeting, they're saying they will honor the president of something they say is performed well. How creditably has he performed from the judgment of average Nigerians, not perhaps what the politicians and the governors are judging him by? Let's get back to the conversation. We've been talking to the governor of Kebbi State, Mr. Atiku Bagudu. He's been speaking with us from Abuja. Many thanks, Governor Bagudu, for talking to us on the program. Interesting times for your party. Let me perhaps take you on a lighter mode, political matter. Is what the governor of Imo State said. He did say that his worst fears, the evil that he feared the most in the PDP has befallen him 10 times over in the APC. He says injustice rules in your party. Is that so?
I didn't get that last bit.
All right, I said I was going to quickly get your take on the issues raised by Governor Okorocha of Imo State, who is incidentally is also the chairman of the Governors Forum. He did say that his worst fears and that the evil he feared the most in the PDP has befallen him 10 times over in the APC. He says injustice reigns in your party. Do you see that?
A party is a human organization where some members in that organization might have conflicting views, might have disagreements, and inevitably you will have annoyance or a failure to achieve expectations. But I know that, for example, Chief Rochas Okorocha have enormous regard for the President Muhammadu Buhari. He respects his party to the extent that he has not left his party and he still believes in his party. He was not happy maybe about some things that has happened to him or he perceived to have happened to him. And I think he has been very careful to draw the distinction. He still leads the Progressive Governors Forum proudly so. So I believe those are all evidence that is all evidence about his commitment to the party. But we are in a democracy. People vent out their anger when expectations or some hopes are in conflict with the aspirations of others.
Let me get perhaps a 10-second remark from you on this one. The governor of Zamfara State is the chairman of the Governors Forum. Is your party planning another chairman from your rank, from the APC, for the Governors Forum?
Oh yes, I believe at the end of by May 29th, Governor Abdulaziz Yari's tenure will come to an end, and the Nigerian Governors Forum will elect a new chairman. And luckily, the country has a lot of beacons of light in the governors from all over the country.
Are you one of those that probably might want to be chairman of the Governors Forum?
No, I'm not. I'm not.
Okay, let me perhaps quickly take you on the issue of a minimum wage. You are a governor, 30,000 naira. Can you pay it in Kebbi State?
Well, more than that, I was fortunate, or I was opportune to be in the tripartite committee that negotiated the minimum wage, and both the representatives of the private sector and the government and the labor were concerned about the welfare of the workers. There's no doubt about that. You always wish you can do more for your workers than not. And in all the meetings, there has been concern about ability to pay. And but what is significant is that President Muhammadu Buhari made a commitment to Nigeria, and particularly to the working populace, and he stood by his commitment in spite of the challenge. He has set up a committee to find ways in which the 30,000 minimum wage can be paid by both the federal government, states, and in fact private employers of labor, because we want it to lead to more employment rather than less. Kebbi State is one of those states that we have openly committed that we will respect the law and find a way of paying the 30,000.
Quickly, we have very short time to the end of this program, and I'd like to take you on 3 questions, and we have less than 3 minutes, and I hope that you'll be able to answer these 3 questions within those less than 3 minutes that we have. The first one is, as a governor from the northern region of the country, what would you say is perhaps one thing that can tackle the issues of the rise in the spate of kidnapping in the country and the insurgency in the country? One thing that you think?
Expanding economic opportunities for all.
How would that happen?
There are many people for whom the social contract with society has broken down. They are looking for opportunities. They can be organized from River State, Ijos, from the Niger Delta, or young men and women seeking to better their life. And then economic opportunities can remarkably occupy the minds of many people who are now, unfortunately, because the social compact with society has broken down, are on drugs, are willing to take on to crime, and find crime appealing.
All right. Governor Bagudu, this is perhaps not a good one. The statistics coming from an organization, Human Development Initiative, says that 26.6% of Nigeria's over 170 million people are destitute, while 68.0% and 84.5% of Nigerian population live below $1 per day and $2 per day. Your state is regarded as one of the 10 states that are the poorest in the country. What are you going to do to change that trend?
We have been expanding economic opportunities by getting people, supporting people to be better farmers, to be better fishermen, to be better livestock entrepreneurs, and young men and women. But this relates to my earlier remark about the size of our economy. In 2002, President Bill Clinton visited Nigeria, and he made a speech at the National Assembly where he warned about the urgency with which we have to address our capacity issue, because global inequality is a reality. A famous book by the economics Nobel Prize winner Joe Stiglitz, Power, People and Politics, if you ever had the chance to read it, said that demonstrated, for example, that 26 wealthiest people in the world control wealth that is equal to the wealth available to 3.7 billion people.
Let's close on
global
this.
Inequality.
We need
global
to close.
Inequality dovetail into domestic inequality, but what the President Buhari's leadership, economic policy, economic management team has been doing is to provide support so that all those who are willing to make an effort will have a better life.
Governor, we are out of time and we need to go, but I need just a sentence from you. You are rating and honoring President Buhari for his performance. From your own point of view, how would you rate your APC federal government from a range of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest? Would you say your party has performed?
I believe if I am to rank the federal government between 1 to 10, I will rank it 7, given the challenge that they face, given the limitation of resources. And I believe with better resources, they will achieve a perfect score of 10 in the next level.
Governor of Kebbi State, Atiku Bagudu, thank you so much for your time on the program tonight. Well, that's our show for tonight with the Governor of Kebbi State. Many thanks, everyone, for watching. I'm Sean Kimale. Bye-bye.